Here, what are the list of the tables we have imported? One is dim product category, another one is dim product subcategory, and dim product and fact table. So the relationships between these four tables already created. How? Because the relationships already I have created in my data source level here. So that is the reason the same relationships we are imported into here. Even if you don't have any relationship in your data source level, if it is identifying the same column names, for example, the relationship between this dim product category table and dim product subcategory is, what is the relationship between those two? On which column it is creating the relationship? The relationship it is created on the, if you are clicking on this link, it will display on what column basis it is created the relationship. See, when you are clicking over there, it is highlighting two columns. What are
Yes,
the
product cat.
product category and product category? If the column names are same, automatically it will create the relationship. In the dim product category, you have the column name product category key. Here we have product category key. Automatically it will link up both if the data types are same. And also you can see over here also dim product subcategory table and dim product category table. You are making the relationship on product category key here and here product category. So you can observe the color on what columns it is making the relation. Okay, so if you don't want to make this relationship active, just select this option. What will happen? You don't create any relationship with this. You can't see what are the subcategory items for a particular category. Whenever you are going to browse the data and there is no relationship between, for each category, for each category, how many subcategory items are there, you can't see because there is no relationship. If you want to test it, okay. So now the link is inactive. So what will happen means, for example, I want to use this slicer. Slicer is nothing but, if you want to filter your data, the parameter kind of selection, go to the product category, the column I want to take English product category. It will display whatever the product category names are there, the list of product category names. Okay, then I'm going to take one table. So that table will display all the list of subcategory items from the subcategory table. Okay, right. So these are the list of categories and these are the list of subcategories. I want to make it more bigger. So if you want to make it more bigger, so every option you have to change over here. Just go to the second one. Here you can change the values, create this matrix font size, you have to increase, where you can increase the size. This is grid format and font. This is the font. Text size is, here it is 8, so you can increase the text size like this. Okay, right. And for this one also you can increase the text size. So where you can change the text size over here, you can change the text size over here. Okay, right. So total how many categories you have? Accessories, bikes, clothing, components. It is getting blank as well. These are the all list of subcategories. For example, if I am selecting accessories or bikes, it has to display only bikes subcategories, but it is displaying all subcategories. The reason, there is no relationship in between these two active. The relationship between this category and subcategory is inactive. Now I am going to make it active. Go back to your relationships. Here I am going to make this is active. Now come back. If I am selecting these bikes, what will happen? Only bike subcategories. If I am selecting components, it is displaying only content. Clothing, it is displaying clothing. Accessories. Okay. So that is the advantage of the relationship in between the tables. Okay, right. So here if you observe the cardinality, what do you mean by cardinality? So what is the relationship between these two tables? The level of the cardinality is many to one to one, one to many. There are three kind of relationships. Go back to the Excel.
So do we have to select this, or the Power BI will itself select
Automatically
that
it will
cardinal?
detect. Automatically it will detect. Okay. So one to one. The Power BI automatically detect that kind of relationship cardinality. So many to one and one to many. So what is one to one? So I have two tables. In both tables we have the record is single time. For example, I have employee table, I have department table. So in the employee table also I have department number, and in the department table also I have department number. So these, for example, here I have 10, 20, 30, and here also I have 10, 20, and 30. What is the cardinality in between these two tables? 1 to 1 only, because 10 is repeating only one time, 20 is repeating only one time, 30 is repeating only one time. That is 1 to 1 relation. And if you are repeating 10, 30 again, so what is the cardinality in between these two tables? From this table to this table, 1 to many. Because here a record is only one time, but that 10 is here many times is there. That is 1 to many. If you are reversing that one, that is many to one. Okay, it's a kind of left join and right join. Okay, right. So the main thing is, if you are understanding one to one, what is the one to many and many to one. So that is, if you are repeating more than one time, that is one to many. Right, come back over here. So here it is many to one. Many to one means dim subcategory. In subcategory items, we have category key many number of times it is repeating. If you observe over here, see, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, it is repeating number of times. If you observe here, 1, how many times it is repeating over here? Only one.
Only once.
Here there are many, here it is only one. So that is the reason many to one relationship it has created. Without open this one, you can identify which one is one, which one is many. See, there is one. This symbol indicates many. Got it? Because
Oh,
in the product subcategory table there are many category keys. In the category table, the category key is only one. Is it clear?
yes, sir. Clear.
Right. So one more important thing here over is cross filter direction. What do you mean by cross filter direction? So when you are going to filter the data, see here, here what's happening? Accessories, when you are selecting bikes, it is filtering the data in subcategory. Am I right? That means when you are going to select any value in the product category, it will filter whatever the data you have in the product subcategory. That is because, what is the reason? The cross filter direction is single only. Single means only in this direction only it will filter the data. If you are selecting any subcategory product, it has to display the, it has to filter this data as well. Okay, what I'm going to do here, I will take one more slicer, and in this slicer I will take dim product subcategory, sorry, not product category, product subcategory, right? English product subcategory, and I'm going to clear the filter, right? So it is displaying all subcategory items, and I'm going to increase the size, right? Now if I'm clicking on this mountain bikes, is it a slicer? Right. This is slicer. If I'm clicking on this any of bottom brackets, it is not filtering the subcategory.
Yeah.
But if I'm filtering, if I'm selecting accessories, it is filtering this data. The reason is we are making the filtering in single direction only. Now I'm going to make the filter on dual direction, both directions. Click OK. Now come back. Okay. So
Okay.
now if I'm selecting lights, it will select accessories. Okay, I will clear all. I will come to default. Here also I will clear. This is the very first time. All categories, all subcategories. Earlier, when you are selecting category, it will filter the subcategory. Now I am going to select the subcategory. See, it is filtering the category as well. Got it? What is a bidirectional? Cross filter in both directions. So if you want the filter in the both directions, you can select the cross filter direction as both. Okay, this is very important. So in this way, if you want to make the relationship between the tables, for example, I don't have relationship between dim product subcategory and dim product. How can you make the relationship? I don't have anything in between these two. How can you make the relationship? So you just drag and drop this product not product category, and product subcategory, and move on this. It will create the relationship. Open this one, product subcategory. It has created on the product category, product key. No, it's not correct. Just go over here. You have to find out where is the product subcategory. This one. So you have to make the relationship on product subcategory and product subcategory. Then click OK. Got it? So this is the way you have to make the relationships over here. And when it is, whether it is a bidirectional or single direction filtering, so you have to select over here. Okay, right. So you just come to modeling part. So in this modeling, the manage rules we will discuss at the time of discussing the row level security. What is the synonyms? What is this synonyms? For example, for this fact internet sales, whatever the columns you have inside this fact internet sales table, all the list of columns are coming here. Synonyms means you can give different names for this one. For example, the table name fact internet sales. And here if you observe, there are sales amount is there. I'm going to give one synonym for sales AMT. What is the advantage if you are giving sales AMT? The advantage of these synonyms is, you know the natural query processing in Power BI service.
No, sir.
When you are typing a question, what is the sales amount, and it will automatically display some reports in the Power BI service.
No, sir. I haven't seen. I only did the. I only did either using the connections like SQL Server or Excel connections only. I haven't used the natural query yet.
No, 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 no. So natural query means when you are logging into Power BI service, Power BI service cloud, okay, there if you are
Okay.
typing any question, for example, if you want to see what is the sales amount, you just type in English what is the sales amount. It will display some reports automatically. That is natural query processing.
Okay. Will it the natural query processing is only supported in the Power BI service only?
Yes, only inside the service only it will support. The dashboards and power natural query processing will support inside the Power BI service only. Okay, so I think it's better we will discuss that in the tomorrow session.